Hi TackleDirect fans, Chris Martin coming back at you here at the Daiwa booth at ICAST 24. We're looking at the new Tatula SV100. So previous generation SVs are going to be no longer, both replaced by this new Tatula SV100. This year, very exciting development in the SV technology is the introduction of our SV Boost spool. So SV was great. It enabled anglers to get tremendous castability and backlash control. But SV controlled the cast throughout the entirety, from the beginning of the cast all the way until that bait hit the water. So that was a slight reduction in casting distance. With the boost system, we're able to increase that casting distance. It does that using a multi-stage movement of the magnetic braking system. So at the initial outset of the cast, that braking system is fully engaged, giving you the cast control, that backlash prevention that you need. Once the spool stabilizes, part of the spool moves away from that magnetic braking system and allows for a reduced influence that allows that spool freedom to continue to rotate and allow for that longer distance cast, okay? So you're getting control at the outset and distance at the end of your cast. So the best of both worlds. Now, traditional technologies that you're familiar with the Tatula are going to persist. We still have that T-wing line guide, reducing line friction on your casts, but when you go to engage, brings it up, smaller aperture, still going to wind line onto that spool nice and evenly. We're maintaining that zero adjuster cast control knob. That's critical for the performance of the SV spool. The zero adjuster knobs come preset from the factory. Do not make any adjustments to them. They're acting as a governor to keep that spool centered within the housing. If it's too loose, you slide that spool away from the influence of that magnetic field, basically removing the benefit of the braking system altogether. So leave the zero adjuster alone, make your adjustments with the Mag4 style on that side. Now coming to the internals, we're talking about hyperdrive. Hyperdrive is a series of 4 different component features. The most important one, the one that you guys want to hear about, is going to be associated with the gearing. The gearing on these models is hyperdrive gearing. That gives these gears a 3-point contact system between the pinion and the drive gear teeth. So 3 points of contact is critical. It's what makes these reels incredibly buttery smooth. Those gear teeth are in constant contact with each other. More importantly than that buttery smooth rotation is the spread of that pressure across those gears is going to give these longer gear life. You're spreading out that pressure. So even those guys that like to throw those high-speed gear ratios, 7.1 to 1, 8.1 to 1, those 8.1 to 1s tend to be those reels that get rough the fastest. It's a lot of pressure against those gears to move that much line. With the hyperdrive system, those high gear ratios are going to have no problem maintaining that smoothness for a longer period of time. So this is the new Tatula SV100.